Okay, hi guys. We are doing something different today. I asked on Instagram, of course, all my videos start like this. I asked on Instagram what you guys want to see from me. And something that a lot of you guys mention is that you just want to see more of my life and like who I am. I feel like I closed myself off a lot in 2019 of like just posting so much about my personal life. And that's for a reason, you know, as we grow, sometimes we just don't want like outside interference in our life, whatever. But I'm back because today I was supposed to upload a fashion video, which I will do. That's in plan. But some real shit happened. Like some real shit happened. And I do believe in karma. What goes up must come down, and it went down. It went down. Christmas Eve, I woke up with a pain. Birkin here. Okay, you can chew that. Sorry, my dog's in here. I woke up with a pain, and I didn't know what it was. So I book all my appointments through this app called ZocDoc, just because it's like super easy to do. You don't have to like call doctors or anything like that. And I book an appointment. Thank God Thank God my primary had a spot open on the 26th, which was 2 days later, the day after Christmas. It was crazy. So I took it, and I was so excited. I was like, okay, great. Like, because after that, the next appointment wasn't until January 6th. So that's like a long time. So I took that appointment. I told him what I had. He's like, oh, you probably just like sprained something, or, you know, it's not as deep, but go do a lab to make sure. Well, I go do said lab, and said lab told me my biggest fear. I had my biggest fear. Being real with you in this moment right now, guys, it's been a lot. Today's the 31st, so today's the last day. Whoa, car accidents. Okay, today's the last day of the new year, and it's just okay. Today's sorry, I'm like driving. So today's the last day of the new year. This happened on the 24th, so that was what, 6 days ago. So it's been a rough week. Life happens, and it's the first time really life has happened to me so personally, and something's been wrong with me. I had a adverse reaction to birth control, and I'm being open about this because I've been open about this in the past. Like 2 years ago, or 2017, so almost 3 years ago, really. Oh, hi, doggy. Okay, go back. She's in her seatbelt, but she's like stuck. Like she can't move past that. She hates it. So in 2017, I was just really open about like wanting a family one day, and, you know, getting my health in order to do that and to be successful in that. Well, this year, I was like super serious about that. I was like really all about my health, and not necessarily losing weight, but just treating my body better, and treating it like it will hold child one day, and treating it like it will bear child one day. So that's what I did this year. And I feel like since starting that journey, I guess it just feels like everything's gone wrong. And not that things have been wrong with me since before that, but like trying new things. I don't have like PCOS or anything like that, but just like getting me just healthy and like for my childbearing life that I plan on having one day. So anywho, I feel like things have just been going so wrong since trying to get my body so right, and it sucks. It really does. Frickin', it sucks. It's real life, but I feel like it's where we are. So when this thing happened, and I was like in the hospital, and like I've never gone in the ER in my adult life. I've only been as a kid once because I had an emergency, and I'm like super weird on that. My dad's a firefighter. Like I'm really big on just like only go if it's an emergency. And I had so much anxiety about my diagnosis that I literally had a panic attack in a way I've never had a panic attack before. I haven't had a panic attack since my one last. So I knew what it felt like. I was like waiting for those symptoms. I was waiting for like the heart palpitations and shit like that. But none of that happened. It was all like the other symptoms of a panic attack, but the heart palpitations. So anywho, it was so bad. Like I was like, are you sure? Like, can you check everything? Like, am I dying? Like, because what I have now is pretty crazy. It's like pretty intense. Like, people die from this all the time. So I'm just like counting my blessings, really. And it sucks because I was in such a dark place after my fast, and I'm just going to talk about that in here because I know a lot of people want to know. I was in such a dark place after my fast because I felt so much pressure to myself to just continue to grow into this woman that I want to become, and I ask God to grow, or like help me grow into. And it's so hard for me to it was hard for me because I know the projects I have coming up, and they're very true to me, but I also know the like Christian woman I want to be and like represent myself as, and they don't match. And it's causing me so much damn anxiety trying to figure out what that means, and trying to figure out how to service me as a whole woman and not exile any parts of me because this is right or this is right. So I've been struggling with that, and that's just me being real with you guys. I love being sexy, and I love, you know, embodying everything I am as a woman, and because I'm learning myself as a woman, and I'm learning about myself as a woman. So every time I feel this new level unlocked of womanhood, I just want to express it, but it doesn't feel like it goes hand in hand with my spiritual journey, which doesn't mean it's not supposed to be there. All right, let me rephrase. It goes well with my spiritual journey because you can be like spiritually lifted sexually too, like your sexuality and who you are and your womanhood. That's all spiritual too. So I guess I mean more religiously and more like in my Christianity. It's not matching, and it's driving me nuts. It's driving me absolutely insane. So I was dealing with that a lot, dealing with that. And I've been talking to God about it because it's who I am. It's always who I've been. I'm not like out here having sex with a lot of people, but I am like that's how I express myself, is through my sexuality and through my like lustfulness. And there you go. That word said it right there. But like through my divine woman energy is how I express myself. And so having that energy with my Christian energy, I'm trying to figure that out. And honestly, that's been stressing me out. That's why I've been not talking about the fast, because it's like, I'm not about, first of all, everyone's attacking me for even being a Christian still. If you're not attacking me about being a Christian, you're attacking me for being the wrong kind of Christian. And then there's like the 1% that are supportive. So I'm like, I'm over it. I don't even want to, this is why I don't even share this shit. Cause I'm like, it's not even worth it. Like, I'm just going to go through my own spiritual journey. But I've realized because I haven't shared it, I'm like disservicing what I've done. So that's why I'm sharing. But this thing that happened over the weekend, or like last week, was a lot. And it really, like, I guess, put life in perspective for me. Because, like, this year I've worked really, really hard. And, like, I say this every year because every year I'm grinding to just try to be the best me I can be, you know? But I feel like I work really hard, and, like, I was starting to take care of my health more and really just focused on being the best me. And it just, this hit like a ton of bricks, and and what I have now is because I tried to better myself. It's caused by something I did in my health to better myself, not like by myself. I was, you know, prescribed something by a doctor, but an effect it had, like, you see what I'm saying? Because it was prescribed by a doctor for me trying to better myself in some way, I had a negative reaction, and I feel like it's a punishment of some sort. I don't know what I feel like, but it feels like it just feels like, am I ever gonna get better? And I'm struggling, and that's why I want to make this video, because forget a fashion haul for right now. Like, this is my real life. This is my real life, and I don't want to put anything on hold. I don't want to put YouTube on hold. I want to continue living how I want to live. Obviously, health comes first, but it's like, what am I gonna do? Like, I've been struggling about that. You guys know I was away. It was because of the fast and dealing with the repercussions of that and trying to figure myself out. But now that I'm like, okay, I'm ready to get back on YouTube, I drop a video, and then something in my health goes wrong, and I'm expected to not be on YouTube anymore until this is fixed. Like, what do you mean? No, I'm gonna get a car vlog, and I'm gonna make this video happen. I say this to say, I don't know if you guys remember, but when I was last year during I Got the Hookup 2, I had to miss my part in the movie because of something that happened work related. So when I came back, I just had to do an extra role because of me having to miss something. So this year I had surgery 2 days before I filmed Casting the Net, which drops in February. But what I'm saying is, like, I feel like every single time a huge blessing comes, it's met with a really big problem, like, with me. And I don't like this cycle. But what I am happy about is I've been working really, really, really hard on a project, and it feels so big, and it feels so right, and it feels like the next step for me in my career, and all the people involved, everything is lined up. I couldn't have asked for it to be lined up any better. And then this hit, and like, I cry because it was life-threatening, you know what I mean? Like, this is real shit. And it makes all the, like, not to discredit my mental health, but it makes all the panic attacks and all the anxiety attacks, it makes it seem so small. And compared to something that I could literally still die from this, like today. And it's so scary. And every day I'm like, God, thank you for getting me to where I am. So, like, I'm happy. Like, I always used to say this so lightly. I still say this. I mean, I do say this lightly, and I'm not gonna say it anymore. But God, if I were to die today, I'm happy. You know, if I were to be gone today, I'm happy. I've done everything I've wanted to do, like, so far. Like, I've done everything 100%. And so that's really my prayer. Like, if I die today, I'm happy. You've blessed me with so much. Thank you. And I've lived my purpose up to this far. So I've always said that, but when you're met with something that could actually kill you, and you're working through that, it's not forever. It's not a like forever thing. It's definitely curable, but when you're met with, like, actually might at any moment you got to watch your back because you could die situations, like, it just brings a whole new level. And I'm, like, almost blessed that it happened right before the new year, because, you know, as when the new year approaches, like, we make new goals and we set out new goals, and we're like, okay, we're going to do this, we're going to do that. I feel like it's different for me now, because what I just went through in the last 6 days, literally the week before New Year's, it's not that I want to go harder in 2020, but I'm so much more grateful and grounded in 2020. Because I'm scared, you know. I'm trying everything. I'm doing my best. I've been doing my best all year. And I don't know, dude. So let's talk about 2020. I really haven't even done my vision board for 2020 yet. I haven't done any of that yet. I'm doing that this week. I am a huge believer in vision boards. Every time I make them, I used to, like, do videos on my vision board. But every time I make my vision board, my board comes true. It's like a real manifestation technique I absolutely believe in. So making that this week, I've gotten in this really bad habit of not wanting to make goals, because I feel like I'm always taken higher than I can ever imagine for myself. So I hate making vision boards, because I'm like, oh my gosh, like, this is, like, it's so cool for me to see myself surpass what I thought I was gonna do. So, like, 2019 was a glow up year for me. Like, no cap. Like, I had a glow up, another one in 2019. I know I look crazy now, but I'm sick. Okay, so it's like, I'm doing the best I can. But 2019 was a fantastic year for me. I grew so much as a woman, and, like, really understanding who I am. And I think my biggest blessing in 2019 is becoming unapologetic about who I've become. Because I used to be apologetic about who I wanted to be. We don't subscribe. But yeah, 2020, big things popping. And you know what? I'm just so thankful, blessed for every step, for every opportunity, for everything that was right for me, for everything that was wrong for me. And just realizing and recognizing everything that's right and wrong, and being able to just move past and be like, that's for me, that's not for me, moving on. Love this year really taught me a lot. Really taught me a lot. A lot. I don't even I don't really know what to say. I really was just like, love this year was intense. I dated so many Pisces this year. Like all the people. Okay, so I only had like one real legit thing this year. But everyone else I dated this year was a fucking Pisces. Like, why? I'm a Leo. Like, Pisces are the last people that I should be messing with. But I just attracted them this year. It's like, okay. I don't know. I think I'm like even after the thing that just happened to me, I'm like really off dating right now. I don't know. I'm going through it emotionally with like some things are resurfacing with some people that I didn't even think I was into anymore, and I'm like feeling things for like 2 people right now I thought I was completely over, and that's a lot to handle. And it's like it feels like when you have so many big things coming up, it's really hard to like make time and prioritize dating, because you're like work, but like you do need a balance. I really honestly believe you need a balance. I'm not the person to be like, I don't have time for this, I'm busy. I've never been that person. I always believe there's a work life love balance. People I've been, you follow your intuition, right? And I've been following my intuition with 2 people. Like this is so recent, like last 2 weeks. I thought I was completely done with both of them, completely, but there's still something there for me, and I'm trying to make sure I'm not crying, I'm just wiping tears, but I'm like, make sure it's not something because you're bored or whatever. Dating 2020 is going to be interesting. I'm not going to cut myself off. I have this really bad problem is after I date someone, I cut myself off for like months just to like heal, because I give so much and I hate that. So like I heal and grow, but you can't do that. Like especially if something's really not even that serious, like you can move on and you can date other people. So we'll figure that out. Health, we're gonna figure that out. It's not, I don't even want to, this whole thing was about my health, but like I don't even want to go there. So what happened to me wasn't even weight related, but I feel like health is so much more than weight, and I think what I went through was so important because it wasn't weight related, but it still happened to me. Like anyone at any size could have had this happen, and so it just really put in perspective my overall health in general. So I'm really like blessing in disguise, right? You take that, you learn from it, and then you fix it, you grow, and you're like more conscious, and things like this almost have to happen so you have a new vision and outlook on things that need to happen. So I'm sad about it. I'm very emotional about it, but I really understood very quickly that it was a blessing in disguise, and that it was opportunity for me to take my health a little bit more seriously than I was. And I think that is a good sit down video, and we can just talk about it, and I can just be ready to talk about that. All right, so just got my hair done, got my nails back. The week of Christmas I was looking crazy because I didn't have to look good, but not having my nails for a week was fantastic. I had to do a lot of editing, and I was just like, where am I? Buena Vista. Okay. I'm in Burbank. I love Burbank. So I guess I'm gonna wrap out this video. I'm just vlogging right now for fun. My dog's asleep. I'm gonna go to Target. Oh my gosh, my nail polish came off. Guess gotta redo my nails. Go to Target. I don't even go in Target anymore. I do this thing where like drive up, and you can just drive up to Target and they like bring you your stuff in 10 seconds. It's amazing. So I gotta do that. Today my aunt comes into town. She's like my spiritual healer. I love to call her that. So maybe we're gonna go out to Sedona, Arizona, maybe next week, maybe, who knows. But I love my aunt because she is such a grounding person for me. Like she's my rock, literally my rock. And I go to her because she has so much sense, but she like spiritually, like with spirituality and with God, we think the very same way. And so it's very easy to talk to her about things I'm going through, because I don't feel judged for being so spiritual, and I don't feel judged for anything because she gets it. She gets me. So I got her a ticket out here because I was so panicked when everything happened. I mean, thank God I have a sister out here. But aunts are different. Siblings are cool. I love my sis to death. But my aunt, aunts are different. Aunts raise you. Aunts are different. So I'm so blessed to have her out here. I literally like, I swear to you guys, this is no mistake. There was no mistake. It was Grand Design. She was supposed to come out here. So I had looked for flights. Obviously, it's the week of fucking New Year's. They're not going to be cheap. They're not going to be cheap. And they weren't. They were like $600. And you know, this was like Saturday or Sunday. So today's Tuesday. So I was trying to find flights for today on Saturday, Sunday. Okay, $630 Southwest, $630 Spirit Airlines. Wait, ain't nobody paying no $600 on Spirit Airlines this buy. Tell me why on Southwest they had a flight for $177 for 2 days on Christmas Eve or on New Year's Eve. 2 days before the flight, $177. I was like, there's no way. There's no way. From BWI to LA. I said, there's no way. That was such a blessing. I booked her damn flight. I said, you come in. Well, she had already offered. And I was like, no, because I know, obviously, it's like the most expensive time of the year to fly. Like, of course not. But she offered. I was like, let me see if I can find a flight. I swear it was the biggest blessing. I booked that flight so fast. I had never seen a bigger sign. It said 1 left. I said, it's mine. I'm taking it. My aunt's coming. It's what we're doing. It is what it is. So she's coming out here today. It's going to be fun. I'm going out to this event very quickly, making an appearance. I should be resting. So this is like my first outing. I've obviously looked busted, so that was like part of the reason I wasn't out. But also, I shouldn't be out. I should be home resting, and I'm not because I'm tripping. Nikki Allure is an artist, and she's based out of Miami. She is hosting something today for New Year's Eve, so I'm going to go do that, which is super dope. And then that's it. I'm only going to show face though, because I really should not be out. Like, I can't wear heel. I can't be out like that. I need to go home and rest. So see you guys later. Love you guys. Thank you for sticking with me. Thank you for listening. Again, seriously, it's so therapeutic. YouTube is so therapeutic. Comments are therapeutic. Everything's therapeutic for me because I can just freaking just let go what I need to say, receive positive feedback. Poshmark just emailed me. There is a huge, there was a huge Poshmark sale going up. Now it's going to be mediocre because I donated a lot of clothes to a really good friend because she is near my size and she wanted clothes, and I was like, okay, well, here. Not that she's charity, but you know, it's really nice to just your friends who are like she was about to be like, oh, I gotta go buy all these new clothes. She's trying to be like a fashion YouTuber, so she's like, I gotta go buy these clothes. I said, girl, I took her in my room. I had my whole Poshmark closet on my bed. Go for it. And we had so much fun. She's like, yeah, this works, this doesn't, this works. So there's still a lot of stuff on my bed. She took like 1 bag full, which is a lot, but I'm just saying there's still more. So I need to, my stomach. I need to put the other stuff on Poshmark. I have this thing. I have a Posh closet. That's the coin. My mom has that, like an actual closet for a Poshmark. It's great. But it gave me the idea to like turn my closet into Poshmark too. But it's too much. Like, it's too many clothes. It's too much. So I'm on this new thing. If I don't sell it on Poshmark, first of all, I'm only selling things on Poshmark for like $5 to $8, $10 max, because I need this stuff out of my closet. I don't even want it in my closet. 2, because I don't have room, which is a blessing. I'm not mad. I can't. 2, I don't even know. Like, I'm just gonna donate to a woman's shelter if it don't sell. Like, I'm giving myself literally 3 days. If things don't sell, I'm just gonna like put them in a woman's shelter because it's too much clothes. It's too much, and there's so many women and, you know, men maybe who want to wear this stuff and need it, and I don't need to be doing all this. I don't need to be hoarding it and, oh, I'll post it one day. No, that's not what we're doing in 2020. We're just gonna post it for $5, get your little $2 commission, and that's literally, if I put something up for $5, I'm only getting $2 off it, I swear. I'm only getting $2 off it. It's crazy. All right, I am gonna go figure out what I want to eat. So I will talk to you guys later. Thanks for listening. Let's not get in accidents. Okay. Bye, guys.